Hello to you all from the Curragh for Sunday's racing. The feature is the Keeneland Phoenix Stakes, which I must say is an intriguing race this year, and the earlier sprint contest also looks a hot one, with plenty of group winners lining up. But it is the Festival Le Deauville Barrière, so we will waste no time in getting over to Marie-Francoise in France.
Merci beaucoup, Caroline. And it is very, very nice to be here at Deauville for the second Sunday of the festival at Deauville-le-Touquet. It is a very important day with the Prix Maurice de Geest, the big contest. But later on, I must believe that Christopher Head's No Tune can win the Prix Moonlight Cloud. She was second here over this course and distance the last time, and maybe she can be better than Francis-Henri Graffard's Moujid, who went to the front in the Prix de Rissoranges the last time here, but finally finished in 5th place. Plus, George Scott can do well in France, so Behaik has to be part of my list none, and Stéphane Wattel's Kailani can also be in the race. D'accord, it will be No Tune that I think can win, with Moujid the one to make it the race. And I must get back to you at the Curragh for your nap, Caroline.
Thank you, Marie-Francoise, and yes, my nap is Big Gossie, lining up in the Keeneland Phoenix Sprint. Better than ever this season, despite his advancing years, Charles O'Brien's stable stalwart owes connections nothing, but can pick up another big prize here. Of course, the obvious danger is going to be Clive Cox's James's Delight, third in the Greenland Stakes behind Big Gossie the last day, where neither of them could get in front of Donica O'Brien's Comanche Brave, with Bucanero Fuerte back in fourth. So with the second, third and fourth from that Group 2 going to post here, it looks to me a really hot race on paper, with Robson Aguiar's Bucanero Fuerte likely to make the pace. Big Mojo is a Group 1 winner, but for me hasn't been quite as on song this year, so I'm expecting Bucanero Fuerte to hit the front and James's Delight to keep close up with him. These tactics could play right into Big Gossie's game plan, as Billy Lee makes a late move inside the final furlong and a half, so that's where my Euro's going. And back to you, Marie-Francoise, for the feature at Deauville.
Oh la la, Caroline, for my Sunday next best, it must be True Love that can win this Prix Maurice de Geest, as she has all the Group 1 form over all of these. First, she won the 1,000 guineas at Newmarket, and although she could not beat her stablemate Precise in the Irish 1,000 guineas, True Love was second there, and then third behind Precise again in the Coronation Stakes at Royal Ascot, before another second in the Prix Jean Prat here last month. William Haggas has his Kingman Colt Division, who I think may have more wins to come, but must be acting on this ground. So Patrice Cotier's Stolen Kiss, who is a course winner on soft ground, can be the big danger. Oui, this is a very good contest, the Prix Maurice de Geest, but maintenant, it must be True Love to be winning this feature race.
Earlier on, at the Curragh, I do think that the Grand Hotel Malahide Irish EBF Fillies Juvenile race is going to go to Aidan O'Brien with I Believe I Can Fly, as long as Ryan Moore can keep an eye on Admired Beauty. They clashed in another Fillies maiden here the last day, and it was Jim Bolger's Admired Beauty who came out on top. But it says plenty to me that Ryan Moore keeps his partnership with I Believe I Can Fly, so obviously expects more on this Frankel Fillies' fourth start. Speckles, another Ballydoyle 2-year-old, didn't disgrace herself on her debut under rules in that same maiden, but for me is only after the minor money with Admired Beauty and I Believe I Can Fly lining up. I Believe I Can Fly to get it all together under Ryan Moore at the fourth time of asking.
And here back at Deavouville, I think that it will be André Fabre's Komorebi that will win the Prix Daphnis. He is a very, very good colt who was second in the Poule d'Essai des Poulains earlier this year, but then the Prix du Jockey Club the next time was perhaps too far none. D'accord, but André Fabre must be aware that Kovikov won the Prix de la Porte Maillot at Longchamp the last time, and that Francis-Henri Graffard's Cineran is also a very, very good horse. And that is just the runners from France, so I must say that Charlie Appleby's Distant Storm is also a very, very good colt, and had very good placings in the 2,000 guineas in Angleterre and in Ireland. Maybe this race can be won by the horse that is best on this ground at Deauville-le-Touquet, and for me that must be Komorebi.
For the feature at the Curragh, the Keeneland Phoenix, this is very much a race targeted by Aidan O'Brien as he sends out his season's star juveniles, and this year it's Sun Goddess that carries the hopes of Ballydoyle. She's 2 from 2 here at the Curragh, and her win in the Early Stud Stakes on the track the last day on similarly fast ground stacks up as top form for me. For all that, Celeron won the Group 2 Gain Railway Stakes here 3 weeks ago, so Oisin Murphy is back to try more of the same, please. And that's where the race is going to be. But for me, Sun Goddess wasn't fully extended by Ryan Moore in that Group 2 the last day, so there should be more to come. With the sex allowance giving Sun Goddess £3 over Celeron, I do think that is enough to make the difference, so she gets my big tick.